I thought I might find you here. May I come in? Come now, child. What troubles you? Your intended waits for you below. Why do you not go to him? Not your intended. Girl, have you not been paying attention? The war has been pressing ever closer to our doorstep day by day. You've refused every other suitor arrayed before you, and as such cast off our people's only lifelines. This wedding is more than just a ceremony. It is the forging of an alliance that we desperately need. I see. You do not love him. But you've hardly given the young lord a chance. You've refused all of his gifts, denied even to see him before the wedding, and now you plan to leave him standing at the altar in humiliation? It has been all I can do just to keep his interest in you from fading entirely. Do you forget to whom you speak? I am your father, petulant child, but before even that, I am your king. And yet you are right. You are not mine to give away. The choice is yours when all is said and done. But this decision goes beyond our own personal desires. What do I mean? Girl, have you given any thought to what is happening outside these walls? Enemies surround us on all sides. My armies dwindle with every passing battle, and with our supply lines cut off, our people starve in the streets. This alliance will grant us the strength to push back, to preserve this kingdom for even just a few more years before those savages come knocking on our doors again. But unless you marry that young king, we will fall. My negotiations have failed, and now you remain our only bargaining chip. Why you? Why you? That is the price we pay for power, dear daughter. All your life I have protected you. Not once have you ever lifted plow nor scythe. Not once have you gone hungry. Not once endured the frigid hell that our winters bring. Did you truly believe that your life of luxury, that the loyalty of our people was without cost? Power is not something we are born with, dear one. You are my child, yes, but you emerged from the womb a helpless babe just as any serf-born farmer would. As did I. Power, authority, these are gifts, given to us by our people. And just as they are given, they can be taken away. In exchange for our rule, there are expectations of a royal. Your mother understood this. Your brother understands this. I understand this. When your mother became my bride, there was no love there either. Your mother's heart belonged to a soldier boy, but she knew her place, and she did her duty. She knew that by her sacrifice did she protect her people. This is the responsibility of leadership, dear one. The crowns we wear are a heavy burden, and to bear them we lay down our very humanity. What of your brother, Every day he stands at the head of my legions. Every day he must lead thousands of men into the jaws of hell, and him barely more than a mere boy. Each time he sees the frightful horde cresting the horizon, our prince must bury his fear. He must not show even a shred of the overwhelming terror that war brings. Those men look to him for courage, and so he must be the hero they expect to see. He must stand tall, swallow the tears, and the urge to flee, and leap headfirst into the fray. Your brother, kind, gentle-hearted soul that he is, must watch men die on the blade of his sword. Surrounded by the screams of dying men and horses, soaked in sweat and blood, assaulted by the reek of corpses and piss. He must march out every day, with the knowledge that arrows wear his name, knowing that every precious breath or priceless beat of his heart may be his last. And what of my sacrifices? What father wishes to send his only son to die in his stead? What father desires to sell his only daughter to broker peace? You are my children, my legacy, my life. I held you when you were no more than a babe. I was there when you took your first steps. Your first words were to call for me. You and your brother are the only family I've left, and I must lose you for the sake of our people. To protect them is the goal of a good king, even if it is at the expense of his own joy. All this I have sacrificed to keep this kingdom alive, to keep our women from rape, our children from slavery or butchering. Into the meat grinder I feed my men, my children, my own soul. What, my daughter, have you fed? What I ask of you is nothing compared to what I could have asked. Suitor after suitor I have turned away out of respect for your wishes, but this young king and his armies are our last hope. So you must leave behind one life of luxury and decadence for another? Is this truly too high a price to pay? I know, darling. My little flower. It breaks my heart to lose you. To know that I may never again see this face. I am afraid too. But to be king means to set aside my humanity, just as you must do as queen. Your groom waits for you below, child. Come. After tonight we must part, and though I grieve for the loss of you, I will celebrate the great things you will achieve. I look at you and I see the queen that you will become. And I know that from heaven your mother smiles down at you. I pray that you will be unto your new people what she was to mine. A kind soul, a merciful and compassionate mother. Cleave to your new husband, daughter. But do not forget that I will always be with you, that I will always love you. As I said before, the decision is yours. And though you know well what I would have you do, I cannot choose for you. Walk with me. We shall return to the chapel together, and there you can decide. I ask that you remember the duty of your station, and choose what is best for the greater good, not just what is best for yourself. I love you, sweet child. I always will.